two big chances in that first half. Really looked like you had control, and then 2 goals in the space of 6 minutes. Hard to come back from, but why couldn't you get back into the game in that second half?
Yeah, exactly what you just said. We conceded 2 goals in 6 minutes. We didn't recover well from the first goal. We were more than in the game. It doesn't mean anything now because of the end result and how the game fell at the end. And we have to improve in terms of managing the difficult moments in games, which we're not doing at the moment. And when you play a team as good as Manchester City, they will punish that.
The crosses coming in, and Caicedo was surrounded for that, caught in a thought as well, and they managed to capitalise on those points that people are seeing there's a weakness.
Yeah, I think he's an outstanding player. He's made a mistake in the moment. And at the moment, every mistake we're making is ending up, it feels like, with the ball in our net. So we have to recover. We have to really, really work hard next week in terms of what we can improve and go into the Manchester United game in a good place.
It is a huge game now if you look at the table, and just 2 teams just 1 point behind you as well. Going into this with a makeshift defence, are you hoping to get any players back for that game?
Hopefully. I'll speak with the medical team now. Obviously, we're missing Levi from a long-term injury, Trevor Chalobah, Reece, who are back on the pitch running, but we'll have to make sure they're right for next week.
All wins are great. Does this one feel important?
Yeah, we knew there was a lot of pressure before this game against a good opponent. First half was not easy. They were well organised, but we knew that we had to keep on going. We started the second half.
How do you feel this has all been handled?
I mean, look, you're a manager who you feel like you have to discipline the player based on what he said. That's fair enough. I think it doesn't help them today. It would have helped the team, potentially win the game today. But I understand why the manager done it. What he said wasn't very nice, to be honest. It wasn't the best thing you could have said, having a little flirt up. But that's sometimes what you do. And for me, I think that it could have helped the team today. Everybody knows that. But the manager's got to do what he's got to do. He felt that was best for the group to set the standards, to set a precedent, for it not to happen again. Fair enough.
I think it was the right thing to do, but I would only done it for one game because it's Port Vale. And you're thinking, especially with the pressure that he's been under, it's been very difficult. I think they've done all right, like I said before, Chelsea, but to put that pressure on yourself. And I've talked about Liam Rosenior and the comments that he's made in terms of that everyone's talking about. He's sort of almost Brent-like. And I don't think this type of thing helps his situation. He's always honest in his interviews, but I also think he's too honest in terms of he's giving the media too much. And I just think this is just a bigger storm than it needed to be. If you look at how Pep dealt with it as well, with Rodri, and he said, who wouldn't want to play for Madrid? And he could have done that, but the fact that he's gone to 2 and it could hinder them today, he would be very...